Hi everyone, it's Christine and I'm back with day, golly, what day is this? Is this the 17th day, I think? Yeah, the 7th, the countdown to Christmas Day 17. I'll get it out in a minute. Alright, so I think I kind of know what I'm going to do here, and I've got everything ready. It's all tucked in here. So you knew that we put the little with the magnet to keep this tight. So I made this piece. I cut this piece to go right here. Well, that wind is just a whip, and we have bad storms coming in tonight. I mean cold weather for Texas. We've got high winds, and it's 20 degrees out there with a wind chill that's going to put it below a negative 5. Alright, so this is 4 1/4 by 5 3/4, and it's going to go right here. I've already got it taped up and everything for it. So just going to put this right here, and I still don't know what, there's some cutout pieces that I like, and I glittered some of them up. I'm kind of thinking I want to put him, but I'm not positive on that yet. If I do, I'm going to have to mat him some way. And then that's going to cover most of, well, I cut that back some, won't. I may do that. I'll decide before we get done. Alright, so here we have a 6 1/4 by 4 1/4 mat, and I am not wanting to put this there. This is supposed to go over here. Sorry, this goes right here. And I'm just going to put it like that. Okay. One of our 5 1/4 by 3 1/4 photo mat goes. I don't think I burnished this very good. I have to burnish all of it. It goes right here. How do I have it though? Let's see, because I'm going to put that right there. I guess I had it up, going like that. Alright, and this is 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. And this is just a piece that you can cut out in the paper collection. It says Joyful, and I just took some of the frosted lace stickles and kind of tried to glitterify it. Can y'all see that? Let me get the light back on us. Okay, so, and I'm going to use this piece to mat. This textured cardstock is kind of hard to get this tape burnished on. Okay, so this is going to hide our magnet, because I didn't want something covering up the picture. And you know, this, I didn't want it clasped to the picture. We're just gonna, and I only inked the edges on the paper. I didn't on the matting, because the green is such a green color, and I inked it here, but you can barely tell, so that's, I did it. Alright, see, now this will cover the picture, but the magnet's not touching the picture. Alright, now we already put that one down. Thought I had something else to go on this page with this. That's not it. So that like that. My burnishing tool. my little thing. Alright, let me see. I cut out some of these little tags. I cut them in all different sizes. And then I just took my We Are Memory Keepers Crop-A-Dile chopper and used the Deco and just did the corners. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to put that right here. I think I had decided not to because I have so many that are getting put in. And I think I really want to, though. And I did these for journaling. My mama could then write her memories down. She probably won't. If I don't sit down with her and put pictures in it, she probably won't even put the pictures in it. But she will display it. One of the things she wants me to do this winter is come up and get all of her pictures put into albums. Light flickered. Okay, from now on I'm going to have to start doing my videos earlier in the day, especially during the winter. Hubby said that I'm using too much electricity in the evenings after dark. And you know, we're on grid, we're off grid. So I'm running too much electricity at night, so I've got to cut back on. So this will be my hopefully last nighttime one. I'll be trying to do it earlier in the day from now on. Okay, now okay, and that gives her a place for a picture and some journaling. I guess we're going to do the same here. Picture and journaling. What did I do there? Okay, that one has the extra little paper. Okay. I'll burnish this better. I don't want it to come up on me later. Okay, so we're not going to get through the whole album tonight. We'll get through this back, and then I've got, because I did not have a lot of time to work on this today, so I've only got part of, oh, and I didn't cut nothing for there. I'll have to figure that out. So I've only got part of my, excuse me, part of it figured out what I'm going to do on the other side. I got to come back and figure out what I'm going to do right there too. Okay, I have all these little scraps and I generally keep them. I'll just cut this off and then see, I can cut it down to being just the right size to decorate there. If I don't do something else, I may see if I have some white washi tape or some ribbon to put there. But I'll decide that tomorrow. We're not going to get done with the back, I'm sorry. Should burnish this one better. And as you can see, I'm alternating putting the 6 1/4 by 4 1/4 opposite, you know, each page is opposite. The 6 1/4 by 4 1/4 go up there. Okay. Let's see. After I get everything totally decided what I'm going to do, I may come in and add some little decorative pieces or something. probably will. I just don't have them figured out right now because I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of the album yet. Now this will hold like a little wallet. It's I think it's 4 by 3 1/4. Let me see. 3 1/4 by 4. Because I just used one of my little scrap pieces and cut it down. Alright. Now here I did something a little different. So, I am going to put this up here, but I want to have a journaling spot. So I thought that what I would do is put this down and using a magnet, close it up. And then you can open it and it would have some decorative paper right here. Where you could put another little picture there and then journaling out here. I just kind of wanted to change things up a little. I have too much of the same going on. But with waterfalls, you really don't want to get real bulky because they're not going to stay flat if you do. I gotta put this down first. There's the magnet. This right there. And then that should be perfect for this. Yep, look at that. Alright, I'm just going to need to find something to go right there. I just love these little reindeer. I wish I could have used this side, but I used it on another piece that's going on the bottom part of this one. And I did the decorative piece back here because then it hides that magnet. And no one knows, I mean, you know it's there, but you can't see it. I didn't I inked the wrong side. Or I folded it the wrong way one of the other. When you have something like this, you need to make sure that you inked both sides. Okay. There's that. Now, this piece is 6 by 9, and it is what's going to go right here and kind of hide these marking things, and give us another big area for pictures. Okay, and then I have these beautiful reindeer. I just love these reindeer. They're so cute. have this. Them the right way. Now, are they not adorable? I just love them. I want to come in and just glitter all their little hats and their little, the white fluffy pieces of their Santa hats. Maybe turn all their noses red to be Rudolph. My grandmother had some ornaments like this, and they were flocked. And I have a couple of them, but I don't really put them out anymore because, shoot, they're 50, probably more than 50 years old. I'm 46, going to be 47 next month, and she had them as long as I can remember. She probably got them sometime in the 60s. Okay. So, we have our flap, we have lots of journaling, lots of picture places. Then we have this where you can put a picture here, and you can journal here. Alright, now let's try to get some, let me flip this over, and let me see if we're still recording. Yep, we are. Alright, so, what I've done here is I cut a piece of acetate, and I cut it 5.5 by 7.5 for a 5.5 for a 5 by 7 picture. Okay, so we're going to do this front piece first, and my mom has 3 kids, so my thoughts were that I would kind of catty corner these up and down the paper. But it's going to have to be a real tight fit catty corner. Let's see if I go more. I don't think they'll fit going straight. They might. No. Let me see. What can I do? What can I do? Oh, I know. Let me find a small piece of paper. A piece of scratch paper. And we will just... Good thing I save all my stuff till I'm done with the album. The right size. Maybe this will work. May have to cut it. We're just going to turn this. Oh, the other one may have worked. We're just going to cut it. Going to turn that into a flap. It's 3 1/4, so we want this to be 3 1/4. Okay. Now instead of getting the scoreboard out, I'm just going to do this. I don't even know how wide I made this. How wide this piece was. It is 1 inch. So 3 1/4 by 1 inch. We're going to put some tape on it. If you open it up, you're going to put your tape in the outside position. In the open position, I guess is what they call it. And then this will be the closed position. because I don't want to. Let me see. I think I'm going to run this right down the, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I can find my scissors. There it is. I lost my mind for a minute. Of all the things I miss, my mind is what I miss the most. Can this deck the halls ribbon came from Scrapbooking with Me Boutique. See, and I want to taper this simply because I don't want any of it to show when I do this. I'm going to put a little bit more tape to cover up my ribbon area. Alright, and I think I'm going to also have to do it. I can't do that. I have this. I'll save that for something else. I'll have to cut another one right quick. Alright, we'll probably get through this little bit right here and then we'll be done for the night and pick it up again tomorrow. Since I can't seem to think straight. Alright, so I need a 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. Okay, so this is going to be a flap. It is going to be a flap. But I'm thinking I'm going to need I'll just put some paper in there. Let's taper these right here. Not the ones with the ribbon because it's going to cover it all. Okay, I'm going to have to set this down. Okay, that is going to give us a flap to open. Okay, now, let me see these. Two of these, they're going to angle like that and like maybe not. And I'm just going to flap this down. Kind of guesstimate where my center point is. Alright. So that'll give my mama room to put the third child's picture. There's me, my little sister, and my little brother. Okay, let's see. How do I want to do this? this one is going to go opposite. But I still want it to touch here. I should have gone closer there somehow. Now they're going the same way. Now what am I going to do to keep this closed? I'm going to have to pop a magnet. If I can find what I did with my magnets. I just had them right here. Then I'm going to have to find something to go here. But that's going to be too wide. I just love it when I change my mind in the middle of doing stuff, how I want to do it. I can't find it. I can't find. So, let's see. I can't paper clip it. I can't find where I did my magnet. Oh, ha! There they are. Found them. Okay. We're going to flop this baby down. Put it in where I know it's going to be covered. And no, it's not even. I know. Not there. Now we lift this up. We got to cover this. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a sticker from the sticker sheet. Maybe the Dear Santa. I don't know. He may not fit. He may be too big. Nah, he's good. Okay. Now I need something here. I like this. Happy holidays. Don't get your tinsel in a wad. That's the little frame, and here's the little saying that goes in it. Don't get your tinsel in a wad. And for any of y'all that don't know what tinsel is, you've missed out on life. I'm going with that. Let's go ahead and finish these two right here. And then we'll be done for tonight. Okay, I cut this out. Let me see how long I made it. I had made it longer than I cut it back. So this is 8 by 2. And what I want to do is I want to make this look like it's a piece of ribbon hanging down from the top of the page. So I want to put it where you can't see any of the paper. Okay. Well, that didn't work out so well for me. And then I have this long piece right here that I'm going to put right here for journaling. And then I have these cutesy little red bows, but I don't know if I'm going to use them or not. I haven't decided. You know, I could just do them right here in the corners. Or maybe one here and one here to look like they're holding it in place. I do like that. I I am going to trim them up. They don't need to have that long for my purposes. Where'd you go, art glitter glue? What you up? Do you have enough in you to do these little bows? I had a big old mess going on. And I can tell you what, you see this little clean spot right there? Art glitter glue will clean your mat. It is not only a good adhesive, it's a cleaning agent. Okay, so I'm just going to put this right here so that it looks like it's holding it down. And then I'm going to trim these up. And I'm going to do the same down here. Only way too much glue on that. So I'm going to put this one right here. Trim that one side up a little too much. Okay, so got that going on now, and that looks pretty good. I like that. I'm going to leave this down here blank because I just like that the way it is. Okay, now for your photo mat, your little frame, you're going to need, I did it to 7.5 by 5.5, and then you'll need a piece right here. And I like to do this before I take the tape off because shoot a monkey. What did I do? No, that'll be fine. Okay. I like to piece it together to make sure I don't need to change the size of the acetate or any of the frames. So this frame down here is 7.5. And then this frame is a little bigger because I needed it to come all the way to there. And I may have to cut some off up there. I know I'm going to have to. But I'll do that after by trimming. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, how did I do this last time? These are 1 inch. They're scored at the 1/2 inch mark. And what you do is you tape on one side here in the open position and the opposite side in the closed position on all of them, because this is going to go like this, and your acetate will fit in, and this will close over your acetate. So first I'm going to put my big bottom piece on. And that's my 7.5 inch. Oh, I should have burnished. I should have done this first. It makes it harder to do after you've done this. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and cut that one. And I'm going to put this part way down, not all the way, because I got to trim some off the top. I'm just going to match up my score lines. I will leave that like that so I can pull it off. Oops. I'm going to pull that one all the way off. I shouldn't have done that. I knew I may have to cut this. I knew I was going to have to cut it. Okay, I'm going to line these score lines up right here. And I'm going to take this and cover my tape back up. So hopefully none of it gets on the paper. Alright, now I'm going to take my acetate. I'm going to lay it in. Make sure I don't have to cut it some, because sometimes you have to cut this stuff more. Yeah, it's going to have a little bit trimmed off. I'd rather cut it too big the first time than not big enough. Alright, so I'm just going to step in and cut off a little bit. I just cut off like 1/8 of an inch, if you can see that. Okay, now we're going to put this back. And acetate will pick up everything. Any dust that you have. Okay, now this should fit. Yep. Now she's going to fit. Alright. So first I'm going to put the bottom to hold my acetate in place while I come up here, and I am going to just pull this out a little, mark it with my finger, and miter. Cut this one straight. Alright, now we're going to put this down. Oops, I'm a little too short on it. Oh well. Then miter right here. I'm going to have to go back and make that the same length as that. Where is my... Since I went too short on that. That's going to be about 5 1/8. So I want this to be about 5 1/8. Okay, so it's going to be right about where this is. Okay. And there's our picture frame. Of course, it's hanging up there. So, I think what I'm going to do is put 2 of these bows, these little red bows, up on top of the acetate. And that'll kind of help maybe make it look a little better. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And I don't think I'm going to trim it this time. I'm just going to leave them the way they are. On the corner of my acetate. And slap this bow right there. I may have to hold it for a little while. I don't know how good this does with acetate. Ugh. I've never used art glitter glue on acetate, I don't think. Okay, I'm just going to put something heavy on top of it and kind of hold that down. Then I'm going to do a bow on the other side. Find something heavy to lay on that. Alright. That's all we're going to do today, y'all. I will see y'all sometime tomorrow morning or mid-afternoon. Y'all have a good evening, and we'll finish this up tomorrow.